KCD2 is a runner-up in the 2025 Game of the Year competition. And the reason it's in there is because it's a good game. I mean, it's pretty obvious. I don't know why you didn't think of that. So when they come out in April or May, I don't know when it came out, it's been so goddamn long, but when they come out and say, hey, we made a hardcore mode, play our game again now. There's nothing else you can do except look our Czech overlords in the face and say, yes, sir, I will play this game again now. Please do not hurt my family. So anyways, thanks to Vavra, here I will be playing the hardcore mode, and I'll see if it's up to the hype, you know, I'll see if it's actually hard. Because just being honest with you, if you have thumbs, KCD2 is not a hard video game. So let's get into the mode. So for the perks I picked Menace, because I didn't plan on doing any crimes. Somnambulant, which just means like when you sleep, you'll wake up somewhere else, like you sleepwalk. Spoiler alert, that perk is a piece of shit. And then heavy-footed, because it seemed like a minor inconvenience to just repair your shoes. The game starts pretty simple, like always. You know, the Godwin intro is pretty scripted. You can't really die. If you figure out a way to die, I don't know what you were doing. Anyways, the game actually starts with you riding your horse into the Trosky region. You feed your doggy Mud a big old turd, and then you get all hot and heavy and sword fight with Hans a little bit. Turns out getting hot and heavy is actually an issue, you know, it makes you all warmed up, you gotta take a bath to cool off. But whoopsies, while we're taking our bath, only the most badass mustache-wielding man ever comes out of the bushes and fucks our whole crew up. And then who to thunk it, Henry takes an arrow to the shoulder, fights a random guy. And we get bedridden. All that takes place in about 5 minutes. So anyways, we help Bozhenia, head into the town, get in a fight because Hans is a piece of shit, get put in the pillory, and then we cuss at Hans a little bit to make the relationship uneasy because he's an asshole.
I bend over backwards for you. I tolerate all your stupid fucking whims, and what do I get? Insults and accusations.
But then we get let out of the pillory, and the game really opens up. Now we're in part 1, we're in the early game. So because it's the early game and my Henry is fucking useless and I don't have any weapons or anything, I go to the blacksmith so I can get some weapons. I complete his first quest and then I head back on the road down to Semien. But here's the catch. On the road to Semien, I find a lone human just walking around, and I must have some kind of PTSD attack, because next thing I know, I'm cutting him up into little pieces, you know, with my hunting sword. That's really dull, so it kind of makes it more painful for him. And then I take his clothes and I sell it to the nearest grocer. But then I realize that cumin skin doesn't pay very well, and I need money so I can get a horse to go around the map faster. So I end up just using deer skin, which isn't as violent, but you know, it gets the job done. And within like the first 30 minutes, I already have enough to buy pebbles. Boom, we're off to a great start. Aw, pebbles.
So I says to him,
Oh, fuck. I'm gonna beat your ass. Wait, what?
come on.
I just skipped the whole fight. So anyways, because the fight got skipped for no reason, Lord Semien said I got my ass whooped by his pussy cousin. And so because of that, I basically had to turn into prime Conor McGregor. You know, I had to beat the shit out of this old man like he was at a pub.
Piece of shit!
Oh, no you don't.
So after I beat him up real good, they come up with this master plan for me to go shoot these guys who stole the mine wagon from the rocks. And they'll help from the bottom, they'll melee from the bottom, except they fucking leave me in the dust. Hey, you guys aren't doing your fucking job. 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 Hey, you guys aren't doing- charge them! Hey, you guys aren't doing your fucking job, please. Kill them, they are trying to kill me. Please. Get their ass. After solving that moral dilemma, we meet Gules, and this is my first chance to get some good armor, because you can kind of beat the guys up, steal their shit, make some money. Let's just say it didn't go too well. I didn't die, but I got my ass beat pretty bad, and I realized I needed to get more practice in before I could go fighting. So I decided to sneak up on this group of bandits to see if I could get the upper hand. Oh, he's folded over. Some bandits. Oh shit. Ah! Ah!
God wills it!
Die, bitch. Give me your sword. Oh man, who the fuck are these people? Pebbles! Pebbles now! Pebbles! Pebbles, I need to get away. Pebbles! Pebbles!
Quick.
Who the fuck are these guys? Pebbles, no! Oh shit. Pebbles! Fucking. God damn it. So you can add that to the death counter as my first death. I died like a peasant, bleeding out near a lake. But I realized that in order to defeat these bigger groups of enemies, I needed the Master Strike, so I went ahead and knocked that out of the way really quickly. So after I finished becoming a certified killing machine, the blacksmith tells me I need to go find the Hermit Sword, which is simple enough, but before I go out to do that, I upgrade all my gear and I start looking real badass. But then I go and I try to kill all of Ghoul's older gang, because he tells me to and it gives me money, so I go out, I get that done, get the job done. Like Kobe, but not in Colorado, that was fucked up. Oh my god. What the fuck is happening with this horse, bro? Look at this shit, man. What the why is he backwards? He's in a fucking cart. How did he do this? While I was patrolling around doing nothing pretty much, I gave Henry a haircut. I basically just made him look like me with the pube beard. I can't grow a beard, please don't make fun of me. I meet another guy on the road who says Sigismund is better than Wenceslas, and you know, it kind of gives me PTSD because he burned my village down and killed everybody I loved. So I killed him to death and got his nice shiny armor as like a tribute. In another unlucky stroke of PTSD, the huntsman that I saved, he tells me there's a camp of humans, and of course I feel like they need to be exterminated, so I get rid of them. And then after that, I was at the wedding. Now, I understand if this feels like I'm moving kind of fast, because it's like 7 minutes into the video, I'm already at the wedding, but you gotta remember that this is an 100-hour playthrough. And in the early game, I basically spent 20-30 hours running around, just grinding my skills up, that way I'm not totally useless by the time I get to Kuttenberg. But don't think I'm forgetting the plot of the video, okay? By the time I get to the wedding, I'm about level 15 and everything that counts, and I have about 3 deaths. So you can add 3 deaths to the death counter. So now I would consider this part 2, Trosky Castle. This is like the end of the Trosky area. We save Hans from getting hanged, and then I don't know why I put all these clips together like 2 months ago. But the very next clip I have saved is not us heading to the castle that Ziska is in. It's the girl at the castle. It's me banging her. I don't know why. That's just what I saved. Anyways, after it appears I did the unspeakable and committed a mortal sin, I commit another mortal sin and I just torture a guy. I don't know what's going on.
They were our friends.
And then, you know, after that, we're back on top again. You know, we're riding out of Trosky Castle with a big-ass army. You know, the shoe's on the other foot. We went from being poor and broke to now we're fucking awesome killing machines. But oh no, whoopsies! We got caught in an ambush and now everybody we know is gonna die. So that sucks. We fight our way down the hill, no deaths, I'm still doing pretty good here. You know, Hans gets knocked out, I do the little badass stand thing, I beat Ziska. After that happens, we're captured, we meet Isvan again, get really mad, then kick a bucket across the entire jail cell. And then pretty much after, we're at part 3, the Siege of Nebakov. This is like right after Trosky, right before Kuttenberg. You know, and there are no negotiations to stop the Siege of Nebakov, it basically just becomes a dick measuring contest, which Capon wins. Unfortunately, the Siege of Nebakov ends about as fast as it starts because, Von Berghoff ordered a fucking $1 million cannon to just blow our shit up, and we lose. It was like a little Afghanistan citizen seeing an AC-130 for the first time. There's nothing you can do. It's over. So now we're a prisoner under Is Van Toth. We're stuck in Trosky again. And I'm not gonna lie, I talked right away. I don't want that torture debuff. That shit almost made me quit the game last time, alright? Just thinking about it pisses me off. So anyways, Catherine with the big TTs, she comes in, she saves us, she gets us out of there, and you know, I finally go and I exact my revenge on this Van Toth for killing my whole family. This is the 4th PTSD break I've had, except this one's a little bit more controlled. Next up, we got, in my opinion, the worst mission in the game, Storm. The reason this mission sucks is because you kind of have to sneak around in the middle of the night with a bunch of shit on you. You have to run like a mile through the woods, surrounded by 400 fucking guys who run faster than you. And you know, because I got the patience of an autistic iPad kid, I got my ass beat a couple times because I kind of just ran through the level. I didn't feel like sneaking around and shit. But unsurprisingly, because I'm a badass, I splinter cell that shit, I get it done second try. I mean, it was still a horrible mission, but I got it done. And now we're in part 4, Big Daddy, early Kuttenberg region. This is like when the game gets really cool, because the story gets all deep. I don't give a fuck. We have to go find Devil's Band for Ziska. Anyways, we break the big bumbling idiot out. He's ugly too, I forgot to mention that. I don't know if you noticed. And now we got our full gang back together, boys. First order of business, I'm gonna ignore everything they say and go off on my own tangent and get my ass beat in a pile of shit. Like, I'm not jizzing out of my pants at the thought of it. Oh my god, they're jumping me! Ah! They literally beat me to death in a pile of shit. They cornered me into a pile of shit and beat me to death. And I didn't even say, I haven't saved for the past hour! Anyway, the second order of business was to go find the Jews, ja bitte. And wouldn't you know it, the first thing the Jews try to do is shoot an innocent man. Huh. So I beat the shit out of him. But, and trust me, you would never guess this, the Jews had some kind of undercity tunnel system where they would go to hide from the anti-Semitic people. And it's here where we meet Mr. Little Swingin' Dick, Jan of Liechtenstein. And he tells me, you know, if you want to get back at Big Dick Sigismund, you have to go talk to the retards. So I do that, I go meet the Lord and his super hot daughter, and then they tell me there's a mining problem up north. Somebody's stealing the king's gold. But before I do that, the third order of business was to get my balls cupped by a random NPC. This guy's literally cupping my balls like a doctor, and then drinking the fucking dick cheese. Look at this. I'm getting my dick sucked by an old man. I guess I didn't record it, but I went and did the whole minting mission, and I became a charisma demon, so when the mint master came back, and he was like, I'm gonna kill all of you, I used my charisma demon skills, and he just kind of talked and said, I don't want no issues, guys, please.
It is quite possible.
Ked, she's seducing me!
Yeah, fucking, I'd give in. I'd be like, shit.
What the fuck do you
I'd
mean
be like,
you're giving?
I'd be like, read that for a book. It says, sucky wucky long time. That's what it says right on there.
And Ked is a very weak-willed man. He would do anything for Rosa Rutard to get in her pants. That's why I did the exact same thing he did and stole that book she asked for, while I was saving Capon. And just to let you know, I didn't even sneak around Malashov. I actually murdered everybody. I know it's hardcore mode, but I was like, I got caught, I led them all through a narrow doorway and then stabbed them all in the guts till they died. After that, I hold the Frenchman at sword point and I meet Capon again. And for some reason, this man says he doesn't want to go into the dark, wet, deep hole. He says he doesn't like being in there. Sure, buddy. So my Henry decides to, let's choke him out and bring him back through the deep, dark, wet tunnel hole. But as my Henry's choking him out, something awakens inside him. He realizes he's gay, and you'll never guess who he's gay for. After escaping Malashov, we meet Big Daddy Hanush and Big Daddy Radzig, and they say, hey Hans, you come with us, you're gonna go sit in a castle and do nothing but get drunk, and Henry, you go do the peasant work. bitch. Next thing I know, I'm over here waiting fucking tables. You know, and I'm starting to kind of get pissed off, you know, because I don't want to wait no fucking tables. But then all of a sudden, somebody walks in speaking gibberish. And wouldn't you know it, it's big swinging dick Sigismund. He's just walking in like a badass. Next thing I know, I'm not just waiting tables for a bunch of retards. I'm actually just waiting tables for the badass king. So I can't really say I'm happy when it cuts back to bullshit politics that are just boring. However, a cool part is that Godwin marries off Capon. I guess. And then everybody gets all drunk and stupid, and Sigismund's people come and fucking burn the castle down. And then at the same time, Sigismund commands his fucking special forces to go kill all the Jews, yabita. So Henry has to run all the fucking way back across Kuttenberg to go get these fuckers. And after he watches the merciless slaughter of an innocent group of people, he has another PTSD break. And after using all his strength to save all the Jews, I'd say we're in the end game now. We're in the late Kuttenberg region. After that, I'm just kind of free to fuck around, you know? I go on a hunting trip with Capon.
Fuck, Sigismund.
That's enough.
You're right. This has gone on long enough. All this talk is making me thirsty. So unless you want me to cut your head off and make a tankard out of your skull, you should leave. And take your shithead pals with you.
Henry? What are you doing? Come here.
After that, Ziska says, hey man, go undercover and risk your whole life in Sigismund's camp so we could get Bergov's cannon that he blew you up with. But while we're there, the Shirton of the fucking humans gets stabbed to death and poisoned to death. And because we're just Mr. I go here, I do everything for everybody, we have to solve the murder. Because I'm an asshole, I end up just doing minimal research and just blaming it on a guy. Just fucking blaming it on somebody. And he tries to fight us, so we stab him to death.
Well, Lord Stieberitz.
And after that, because we're an even bigger double asshole, we end up ambushing our new friends we made at Sigismund's camp, and they all die. Come on, Ziska, beat us up. Ziska, you better not be fucking laid out here asleep. Adder's fucking laid out here asleep. Oh my god, I made Adder do the splits. What the fuck is Ziska? The devil! The giant devil's fucking laid out here asleep. Sorry, cats. Oh my god! Oh shit, we lost. They fucking killed everybody. After the ambush, we head to Malashov because we have to capture von Bergov. He's hiding in the castle and he doesn't have his men. But Devil and Ziska want to burn the entire village down, killing hundreds of innocent peasants. So I told him no, because I'm only half an asshole. I'm not a full asshole yet. But saying no to him leads into a fight in which I whoop his fucking ass. After whooping his ass, it leads us to take the castle where Kubienka and that French fucker, Brabant, are both manning the cannon and they fucking shoot the wall out like badasses and we get von Bergov. What was wrong with his arm? After that, I put on my sweets and my charms. That way I can woo Lady Rosa Roothard.
But I am dry, so I thank you.
Oh.
Damn, she's dry. Henry!
Bro, you had one job, bro. He's fucking baked, bro.
Oh, he's been doing blinkers
What a view.
on them fucking dab
Damn.
things. Did you hear him? He said, "What a view!" looking at her ass.
Would you still try to rescue my father? Even if it meant putting stealing the silver in
And then,
jeopardy?
of course, fine,
Of
chick.
course. Yes.
The lives of allies are obviously the most valuable asset to us. Without their support, the silver...
See, and
would be
Henry
useless
plays it
anyway.
off.
Not to mention, it wouldn't last you very long anyway.
Don't worry.
Oh, what are we talking about here?
See, but
You've
it'll
lost
work.
everything.
Ooh, yes, 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 yes.
Oh my god, we fucking got it. I'm gonna be fucking everything in this playthrough, by the way. I'm gonna be fucking dudes. I'm gonna be fucking girls. Maybe
Happy Pride
dogs.
Month.
Oh, it's so night.
What is that? Is that a sword or something, or belt, or what is that?
Yeah, it's her sword.
Yes, my brother.
Yes.
That's what I'm talking about.
Look at him go.
Hindsight's 2020.
That's fine. Look, I can't now, Henry.
That guy's voice is like butter. You know, and after whatever the fuck that was, Ziska sends us out to kidnap the papal fucking legate. And, you know, we end up getting in a horse chase with him, and, he breaks his fucking neck on a rock. After that, the only man who can get us into the Italian court is Godwin, because he can speak Latin. So we dress him up real nice and pretty, and we get in the Italian court. So after playing coy to get into the Italian court, we're supposed to rob it, by the way. But we do it by faking being Italian. You know, I could do it too. You could do it. Andiamo! So after faking being Italian, which worked out pretty well, Henry has to sneak around and clear out the courtyard. After clearing out the courtyard, Adler gets his freak on, and then we have to beat up the bitch's boyfriend, you know, because she's a bitch. Jesus. Yeah, we're beating his ass. Oh my god. Oh god. Oh, that's a bad day. Your bitch gets fucked, and then you die like that. Oh god. Wait, what's this? What's this slaughter? Jesus Christ. Oh my god. After that, you know, we're allowed to run around and rob the Italian court, which of course I do, because I'm an asshole. And I think if I figure out it's a good time, you know, I think I should flirt with Hans Capon a little bit. But then Eric shows up, you know, he's the demon of death. And all he wants to do is kill me, because I killed Isfan, because Isfan killed my parents pretty much by proxy. So of course our two groups engage in glorious combat. Which, Eric wins. He beats me. He beats Henry up pretty bad, and, the black guy, Musa, has to save us. Take that, Twitter racist. But, oh no. We made a new friend in Musa, but Adder gets fucking stabbed and killed. Oh, so sad. Oh my god. And then he dies like Arthur Morgan up on the rock. You know, may he stand unshaken. When we wake up in the morning after the robbery, Sigismund pulls out. Not sexually, though he's probably done that a couple times. He pulls out his army. He has to go back to Hungary because some asshole from fucking Zadar has invaded Hungary to take his kingdom. And then after that, Kubienka comes back and he says, hey, Henry, Eric wants to duel you for what you did to Isfan's guts. Not sexually, again, but we stabbed him in the guts with a giant sword. He's waiting for you at Big Dick Sigismund's old camp. And I think, yeah, I'm gonna duel that fucker. Because fuck him. So I show up to see Eric, to confront the big bad guy, the man who wants to kill me because I killed Isfan, because Isfan killed my parents. You get it. You got it by now, right? I show up, I tell him how sweet it was and how much I savored impaling Isfan's guts, not sexually with the giant sword, not the sword on my penis, an actual sword in a sheath. That's not my pants. And I hit him with the slick little combo, and then midway through our fight, after beating him up a little bit, holy shit, Sigismund's army's coming back. So of course Henry has to ride like the Dickens to Suchdol. You know, that's where we're gonna fucking prepare ourselves, because that's where the silver is, and that's where they want to come and get us at. When we return back to Suchdol, we find Mark Fart von Auschwitz. He was following us. We're trying to have like a conversation about if we should give up and give him the gold, that way we don't die. And then Dry Devil just goes out and shoots Markfart in the shoulder. All right, and now we're basically fucked because Suchdol is now under siege and there's nothing we can do about it. Now we're on day 0 of the siege. You know, we're in the first battle, and basically all I'm doing is throwing rocks on the dude's head so they die pretty hard, and, you know, hitting them in the head with a hammer and stuff. And then when we're done, we're basically fucking surrounded by a giant army that wants the silver in our basement. And now, because we're stuck in a siege, what happens to be the #1 thing that happens to people stuck inside the castle during a siege? You get hungry. And during the mission where you get hungry, don't get mad at me, but instead of killing Mutt, or making shoe soup, I decided to kill a horse because they can't be ridden, they can't do anything. You know, they're basically in the castle to be eaten. But killing the horse took a lot of effort, and I got ran down and murdered by the guards multiple times. Actually, I think about 3 times.
Persisting. I've all the right in the world to execute you on the spot.
Show your stuff. Watch out.
Yo, they are jumping the shit out of me. Fuck off.
It's a wonder you're still standing. No match for a fucker.
That's not exactly painless for the little horse here.
What do you think you're doing?
Where's the horse go? Where the fuck are you going, horse?
Mutilating other people's animals, are you? Just you wait, you piece of shit. Fine, you had your chance.
I surrender.
Eat.
God damn it. But eventually it all worked out, and I got my Lord Cape on his horse meat. You know, I wanted to make it easier to get into his pants. But unfortunately, I didn't hit the gay option the first time, so I couldn't flirt with him. So instead I had to suffice with Catherine's huge, gigantic, monstrous bazooka titties in my face. Which is, it's not that bad. After that, we were given the suicide mission of sneaking through Sigismund's camp to basically get out and warn Margrave Yops that there is a big-ass army at Suchdol killing everybody and starving us to death. Henry had to kill a horse, oh my god, it's so bad. And right here, I figured would be the pinnacle of how difficult is hardcore really? Because I've seen that you can kill everybody in the camp and it gives you a badass graphic about how God guided your hand to murder all of them. And I was thinking, if I could do that in hardcore mode, I would prove that it's really not that hard. So I start off by, you know, scouting around the outskirts, seeing how many people there are, picking off the stragglers, and I figure there's about 40, 50, 60 guys in the camp, which will be pretty hard to take on alone if they all figure out I'm there and bum rush me at one time, which eventually they do. So I basically had to figure out these strategies to lead them all into one place, kill a couple, and then run away like the fucking Taliban. I was basically fighting a fucking guerrilla war, and it was pretty hard, but we were pulling through. So after about 20 minutes of killing a couple, running away, killing a couple, running away, I eventually cut down the amount of people left to like 10, and they were all split up. I basically had to go find them and hunt them down like Michael Myers. Meanwhile, while I was doing this, I killed Brabant because that French fucking deserves it. I don't know why your parents get mad at you for killing that fucker, like I was searching for revenge. No, he's beating my Jewish brother to death in this fucking room, torturing him with this stinky accent. Get this guy the fuck out of here. Piece of shit. Now the next kill is actually deeply personal and is the best scene in the game by far. It's when you kill Mark Fart von Auschwitz. He basically says, "You're just like me, Henry." And then he's like, "Oh my god, I really am just like you." And then he stabs him in the guts. But manly way, you know, like honorly. He stabs him in the guts like honorly way. Not like it's fun. But anyways, cut the fucking music. It's time to exposition dump. Basically, I ran around for another 20 minutes. I couldn't find these fucking guys. The last couple guys, there's probably like 6 of them left. I was running around for a while trying to find these guys, and eventually I found them they're behind a gate that's covered by a wagon. You have to like jump over to get in there. I killed them. The last 2 guys I killed were a war crime because they were injured on the floor and they were like crying in their bandages, but they had to die to satisfy my bloodlust. And after that, God guided my hand and we fucking did it. We killed everybody in Sigismund's camp. And in case you were wondering, if a total deranged idiot like me could somehow beat this game and kill everybody at Sigismund's camp in hardcore mode, you could too. I don't even know if you're watching this far. This video might get 10 views, but if you are watching this far, you could do it too, man. This is my inspiration to you going forward. You know, you don't have to be the best at anything, but as long as you're consistent, You could kill 60 people in Sigismund's camp too, you know, honestly. What the fuck? Hey, I don't think that's... What the fuck? Oh my god, Henry learned fucking dark magic. So very quickly, because the video has gone on long enough, let's wrap this up. I would say the death counter ends around 15 plus. 10 of those were me fucking around in Kuttenberg trying to steal stuff, and I got killed for funsies by stealing stuff from like the town hall and then jumping off a roof and getting killed by the guards. But I'm gonna count it anyways, because you know I did it during the playthrough, so I mean it counts. And you know, total stats I believe was about 1,000 enemies killed, 100 hours in the playthrough, some other stuff, a lot of money stolen, 50,000 gross and stolen or something like that. I was pretty much max level by the end. I had everything 30, so I played a shit ton of this game, and you know, I don't really have anything else to say about this, but if you're inspired to do your own playthrough, do it, man, because you can't really lose anything except about 100 hours of your life, and really, what's that worth? It's worth nothing, because you're fucking useless.